Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Dragon Quest episode review for you guys. Obviously, let me just get this out the way. Let me get this out the way. Obviously, I'm by myself again. The Red Wolf, my friend Denzel, went to Mexico again, for Memorial Day weekend, if you guys didn't know. So if you're living in the States, obviously, we have Memorial Day weekend, so he went to Mexico to do that. So you'll get his thoughts next week. And then two, the reason why you're wondering why was there no Dragon Quest video yesterday, last night. The Clippers actually played a playoff game yesterday. And I recorded the video for that because I'm also doing Clipper, game recaps and stuff like that. I actually did not upload that video yesterday because by the time I got done recording that, it was late, and I had like yet to even watch a lick of Dragon Quest. Like right now, I'm recording this video at 8:24 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I watched not only My Hero Academia, but I watched Dragon Quest earlier this morning. So that's why I didn't go up. So sorry for not doing that. If you guys were wondering, is he gonna be doing Dragon Quest this week? Yes, I'm still doing it. It's fine. Just, if the Clippers game is playing on a Friday and it's a playoff game, honestly, I could care much more about that than Dragon Quest at the moment, even though Dragon Quest is good. That's just my priorities at the time. But other than that, I thought we got a really good episode. We got finally the reintroduction of Maam in this episode for a very long time. And it seems like we're going to be starting, I guess, off this little mini tournament arc or something like this. Well, I thought we would be getting a tournament arc, but it seems like from the preview of next week, we're going to be already into the action of the shady guy at the end freaking going bad out easily. Anyways, last week where we left off is we closed up, I guess you can say, the Baron arc with Hadlar trying to attack our heroes but failed epically again. So here we go with this episode. Anyways, this is Dragon Quest episode 34. Now when Leona and the others get back to the Papnica Kingdom, she essentially says, I have to do something. Hold on a second. You don't understand what I've been doing the last 50 minutes, cleaning my house. Anyways, back to the review. Yeah, so essentially they finally arrived back at Papnica, and Leona's like, I got something I have to do. Dai, you and the others just rest and essentially get ready to prepare for battle, because I'm guessing we're getting to the point where Leona's going to try to do an attack or plan an attack on the Dark Army and stuff like that. Now, we cut over to this forest area and we see this girl in a silhouette form who we later know is Maam. But we see this girl in a silhouette who was training, and this person named the Grand Master comes up to her and gives her a paper or a form to say, go to this Romos martial arts tournament and test your abilities and get stronger and stuff like that. Now after that, we cut back over to what Pop's doing. He's kind of training with Montraviv, and the kind of thing is we find out that Pop kind of got his outfit a little bit updated. It's not too different, but I guess you can say the fabric is a little bit nicer and it looks a little bit upgraded, a bit, just teeny bit. Pop does make the mention, like he wonders, because he's like, Meryl did this for me, and he's like, I wonder if she's into me. And Montraviv is like, dude, are you an idiot, man? Of course she's into you. What type of girl would put effort into making your clothes again? Which we know up to this point that Meryl is into Pop. Now, at the end of the day, we figured that Pop's gonna maybe hook up with freaking Maam, but honestly, it's like I said the last few weeks, I'm down with a Pop-Meryl relationship. Which I'm actually shocked. I thought Meryl would come with them. I don't know if she was on the balloon. Again, remind me if I got that wrong. if she was on the balloon. But it sucks to see that she's not there. That she would be the way they were hyping it up, like she's gonna have a very much importance. I guess going forward. Now, there's nothing to say that she might reappear in a small appearance role because she's not a major character. But the way of how the fact she can essentially see the future and sense great power and stuff like that. So I wonder if she will make a return. I think she might. She might. Who knows? We'll see. So who knows? Anyways, we find out Dai is also training and he can now use Zapple at will without using his Dragon Crest. And after that, Bad Luck actually gives Dai a present from Leona, and these are essentially special Papnican like clothes and gear and items and stuff like that to help Dai. It's a way from it's essentially a way for the princess because she's too occupied with doing what she needs to do. It's a way to give Dai another help again. You can say she's also crushing on Dai because, hey, she likes him, and it wasn't too long ago she kissed him. So, hey, she's got to help out her boyfriend or her man, I guess you want to say. Now, Dai also gets a new Papnica knife. Now, Dai's like, wait, how the hell did they replicate this? And essentially, Bad Luck says that there's 3 knives in total. The one he had was the sun knife. The new one he's got now is the wind knife. Now, Bad Luck says, listen, man, when you do your Dragon Crest aura thing, make sure you don't use that weapon when you're using it because the other knife, the sea knife, we don't know where that's at. So don't please. That's like, I guess you could say, one of a kind, rare type of thing. So obviously does have to remember to not use the knife when he's using his Draconic aura and his Dragon Crest powers. Now, what happens is Leona is doing something big. So Dai, again, like I said, is just doing her own thing, which is also hinted at later. Now Dai, he's also able to use his Dragon Crest ability. He's able to do it at will now. And, he trains a little bit with Crocodile on how to maintain the power. He's able to use Levy Zoom at will too, using it. He destroys some boulders and then taking essentially Crocodine's Redemption Blast, which I like how the fact they changed it to Redemption Blast because he's a good guy now, not a bad guy. I forgot what it was called. The move was first called back when we first met Crocodile, but Dai easily blocks it with utter ease using his Draconic aura. But he kind of just falls down. Now we later find out that now that Dai's Dragon Quest has moved to his forehand, essentially the thing is what Hinako says is that because of it, it puts him at a disadvantage because now that power drains him faster than what it typically should drain him, because I'm guessing he's using more power, using a more stronger power output than say a regular Dragon Knight possibly could. Don't you love these I guess, I don't know if Dai is shonen, but I think he is shonen because he's in Jump Force, because Jump Force is a bunch of shonen characters. So hey, that's your abnormal shonen character, hype strong. Now, what happens is they also say that, and then they also Hinako also brings the fact that another weakness is, unless Dai is using a weapon that's capable of, holding, obviously the powers of the Dragon Knight, which is either like the demon weapons or the blade like what's his face has. Dai can essentially use no weapons in that state. But that's when Bad Luck's like, well, there's this weapon called the Sword of Champions, and stuff like that. Now, the reason why he found out about that is because Amy, one of the Troika members, went to the Romos Kingdom and essentially found out that there's going to be a prize. The prize is going to be the Sword of Champions at the Romos martial arts tournaments. And also too, they found out it's a way to get strong fighters to come to the Romos Kingdom. So the Romos Kingdom can say like, oh, there's this strong fighter. We can maybe use him in the fight against the Dark Army. and stuff like that. So yeah, that's when Dai and Popp take off to go to Romos to participate in the tournament. So I'm like, okay, we're getting a tournament arc here. I'm cool with that. Now, when Amy comes back in the main room, Hinako asks like, "What's Leona's ideal? What's Leona's plan?" And essentially, Amy's like, "Look, that's kind of top secret at the moment. I can't really tell you what she's doing. So, yeah, only thing I can tell you is she's kind of traveling around the world. So I'm guessing what Leona's trying to do is I'm guessing she's gathering up allies. That's my only guess of what she can do, gathering as much allies up to confront the Dark Army. Because hey, why not? You can't just Dai and the others just can't confront a whole army of the. Even then, that's like so many freaking people. So you got to have an army to back them up, and stuff like that. Now, because of this, Hinako's like, well, okay. Now Crocodile, we find out he's gonna stay behind for bad luck to hopefully fix his little battle axe that was damaged in the battle against Baron. But Hinako's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Hinako's essentially going to train with the spear and be better accustomed with using the spear, which he read some teaching from the Book of Avon, which was the Avon spear tile style technique. And what I found funny was Crocodile's like, don't you want to take the book? And Hinako's like, nah, I've already memorized all of that stuff, so I just gotta train it. I gotta just train at it. And plus, Dai and Popp probably need that more than me. So yeah, or it means they need it more than him, and plus it means more to them. Anyways, so Hinako's gonna be gone. Obviously, he's gonna return when I'm guessing we're getting near to the final arc of this series. So it's gonna be interesting to see how much stronger Hinako's gonna get. Again, Hinako's showing that, I guess you can say, I don't see him as a rival anymore at this point. Like at first, like I thought he'd be like the Vegeta in this series, but technically he's kind of just like the guy that just trains to get stronger. He's like, to me, he feels like, I guess you can say in my case, a Zoro type of character, where he's just a good, right hand strong man to the main character. So I like that. Now what happens is Amy is like, oh shit, that's right. And then that's when we cut over to Popp and Dai, and we find out that Popp and Dai ended up getting to register too late because the time on the sheet was the time when the tournament preliminaries were starting. An hour before that was when they closed up shop of registering, so they aren't able to register. They're kind of sitting outside the stadium, and Dai's like, maybe we should go in and stuff like that. And Popp's like, man, please, let's just go back to Papnik and just chillax. But then that's when somebody brings up like, yo, there's a cute girl in the arena. And then obviously Popp sits up. He's like, cute girl, of course. And I'm like, dude, first you go on for Maam, and then Meryl, who's also cute. And now I'm like, this man, if he hears a cute girl, he's just gonna go. I'm like, this man, I'm like, see, it's just like Matroviv says. This man, when he wants a girl to hit on him, he does anything within his power. But when a girl actually likes him, he's dense to the fact that a girl freaking likes him. Don't you love your shonen protagonists, man? They're so dense and so stupid. Anyways, what happens is they see this dude getting beat up, and by the time the guy gets out of the way, Dai and Popp see it's Maam in her new design, in a martial arts outfit. Somebody did tell me in the comment section a few weeks ago that Maam doesn't have the black tights. That part is actually the part where her legs are out, or her thighs, is skin's actually, I guess, showing in the manga. Again, look, the only reason to why obviously they showed that or they censored that, because technically this is kind of like a kid's show, and two, let's be honest, TV rules are kind of stricter than most things in Dragon Quest, Adventure of Dai. Things haven't gotten to the point where they're very fan servicey in this series. So as much as I would love to see Maam with none of those stockings, and I get to see those thick, juicy thighs, because when she was doing the martial arts. Hold on. What the heck? Who's calling me, man? When she was training, doing the martial arts training, she got them thighs super thick. Again, I'm a simp for Mom. Just like I'm a simp for Leona, just like I'm a simp for Meryl. All the girls are great in this series. Anyways, they end up seeing Mom again. They're all happy. Mom's happy to see them again. We also see she has a companion, this karate rat named Chu. And we find out that they were trained by the Grandmaster Brokina of the Holy Fist. So he was kind of in silhouette form this episode. We don't really see what he truly looks like. We just see his silhouette. We see that he wears glasses, but other than that, that's kind of it. Now, Mom starts before Chu, or as Chu's getting ready for his fight. Mom starts to talk about how Chu used to be a monster who rampaged in a local village, but Brokina captured him and then trained him and then taught him how to speak and everything and stuff like that. He gained a strong heart to be immune to the Dark Lord's will, and then goes on, stuff like that. Now, Dai, Popp, and Mom are kind of catching up because she's like, oh, what you guys doing here and stuff like that. And essentially, that's when Dai is like, oh yeah, so we fought the Dragon Legion, and she's like, wait, what? And Pop's like, don't tell her everything. And then he's like, oh yeah, and Popp died. She's like, wait, what? She's like, hold on, tell me everything right the hell now. And stuff like that. Also too, when we see Mom here, when we see the reuniting with Mom, it really does take me back. I know a lot of people don't like this series, but it took me back to Fairy Tail, the final season, when after the 1 year time skip before the Alvarez Empire arc hits, when Lucy was just chillaxing, she goes to the Grand Magic Games, and then all of a sudden she reunites with Maam. So it kind of took me back there because it's like, oh, it's a nice heartwarming thing. And then two, Popp said something like that obviously got Mom like, I know that's you, Popp, don't lie to me, and stuff like that. But it's a nice way to see. It's funny too because Popp, he wanted to make sure like this is the true Mom, so we got up all close on her, and she's like, bitch, what are you doing? And I'm like, is this man gonna go in for a kiss, man? I'm like, you're being very bold, and stuff like that. Because obviously, what happened last week with the fact that Sabrina faked to be Mom and stuff like that. So obviously that was funny. But they eventually tell Mom everything. Now she's like, look, as much as that's great, because Dai's like, hey, now that you're into the tournament, we're not. You can win us the Sword of Champions. And essentially, Mom's like, I don't know if I'll be able to do that because I don't want to take that Sword of Champions to use it to kill your father. But I'm like, but Mom, win the tournament, you can give the Sword of Champions to Dai, which I'm guessing is going to be the sword Dai gets regardless. Because you see it in the ending, he gets some sort of new sword, and I'm guessing that's gonna be the sword to be able to withstand his draconic aura type of stuff. So that's the only thing that I'm like, Mom, they're just asking you, win the tournament, give him the sword. There you go, he needs a weapon. Or if Dai can be more clear and be like, hey, I need the weapon because this happened and this happened and this happened. But anyways, the episode ends off with Romos watching over the tournament. And he's talking to this guy named Mr. Zamaza. Yeah, somebody named Mr. Okay. This Mr. Zamaza started this whole idea of bringing strong fighters to this tournament area and stuff like that. But the only catch is he looks very freaking sinister. He looks like an elf, but he looks sinister. Next week, it seems like he's gonna maybe be the main antagonist of this arc. I'm guessing this tournament arc. Okay, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm guessing the tournament's gonna be thrown in array. The finals aren't gonna finish because he's gonna interrupt the finals, and that's probably Dai's gonna stop him. And then that's probably how he's gonna end up with the Champion of Swords, which I'm guessing are the Sword of Champions. And that's it. But I thought it was a pretty solid episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. It's great to see Mom back in the story, again and again. She does now. If you're asking me what if I like her design, I do like her new design. It's gonna take me some adjusting to get used to. I still somewhat prefer her old design, but I will say that her new design looks pretty badass. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens in the next week. But other than that, that's kind of it. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai content. Again, sorry for getting this video out later than usual. Again, Clippers, stuff, shenanigans. Anyways, well, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, peace.